Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. What's Cowboys source say about signing Daniel Jones? How are the Dallas Cowboys impacted by the Friday release of New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones? In one way. And it's not the one way that the casuals and the nationals seem to think. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy was actually asked on Friday to reflect on the sudden availability of the failed first-round quarterback and offered a polite answer. "I've never really been in the business of looking at players based off the team they are released from, especially with the timing of the next game," McCarthy said. "He was a prospect I really liked coming out, but we kind of have our head down right now and really focused on working with the guys we have here." McCarthy's remark confirms what a Cowboys source had previously told us: Dallas has no interest in signing Jones at this time. That doesn't mean there aren't legit arguments to the contrary. For instance, is Jones better than incumbent backups Cooper Rush and Trey Lance? Maybe. But that's only part of the equation here. Simply saying, "sign Daniel Jones," omits the details, including cost and years and whether, in the end, 3-7 Dallas really wants to get incrementally better for this meaningless stretch run. Starting quarterback Dak Prescott, who signed a $240 million contract extension on opening Sunday of the 2024 season, was lost for the rest of this year due to a season-ending hamstring injury sustained in a Week 9 loss at Atlanta. The Cowboys insist they are trying to win with Rush, and they insist they want to see more of third-stringer Trey Lance, too. Jones in Dallas would create a lot of masters to serve, especially when he will likely be a free agent next March, at which time the Cowboys can make a serious examination of him. But right now, most casuals and nationals seem to think it would be funny for Dallas to sign him in time to let him start for the Cowboys against the Giants, now QB'd by their third-stringer Tommy DeVito. And the problem with that concept, frankly? Yes, it would be hilarious. But isn't the Cowboys franchise already unserious enough as it is? Micah Parsons apologizes to Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy after viral criticism. The Dallas Cowboys have had an awful 2024 NFL season. Dallas is 3-7 heading into Week 12, and their season feels doomed now that Dak Prescott is done for the year. To make matters worse, the team has been surrounded by controversy for weeks now. Micah Parsons played a small part in the drama, but now he is officially apologizing. Parsons created waves when he seemed to dismiss head coach Mike McCarthy's accomplishments over some of the veteran players on the team. He has since issued an apology to McCarthy on Thursday. "When I'm talking about here, I'm thinking the Dallas Cowboys," Parsons said via ESPN's Todd Archer. "I was in elementary school when Mike McCarthy was with the Packers, and I have no reference to that. So, when I'm talking about here Dallas Cowboys and what was accomplished the most, I'm thinking about the guys, and I've only ever been here." So obviously no disrespect to McCarthy's career and what he's made for himself as one of the most winningest coaches. Parsons then went on what he could have done better in that situation. "I could have done better. I was angry and I just didn't finish, and I wasn't as thoughtful as I usually am," Parsons continued. "I didn't think people would take that context the way it was. That's on me. I lost the game, I didn't want to finish, and I wanted to hurry up out of the locker room. Next time I will be very careful about what I say. So that's my apologies." Added to the list of Cowboys controversies in 2024. Micah Parsons dropped attention-grabbing take on Cowboys defense. Parsons is not ready to give up on the Cowboys just yet. Parsons and Trayvon Diggs issued a strong statement about the team in an article from On3 on Tuesday. Now Parsons has followed that up with another bold statement about Dallas defense. this time during his Thursday press conference. "In terms of how I believe we are and where we're going, by the end of this year, you're going to say Mike Zimmer didn't have all his pieces, but we sure did put a damn good defense together," Parsons said during a press conference, according to John Machota of The Athletic. "And I can take that, because I know we can grow from that." Parsons has only played in a handful of games for the Cowboys this season. He suffered an ankle injury in Week 4 against the Giants that sidelined him for more than a month. It will be interesting to see how the Cowboys try to reload on defense during the offseason. Cowboys update CeeDee Lamb's injury status. Outside of perhaps the New York Jets, the biggest disaster in the NFL this season has been the Dallas Cowboys. As usual, they and their fans believe they had a chance at going deep in the playoffs, but they're on a 5-game losing streak and recently lost starting quarterback Dak Prescott to a season-ending hamstring injury. To make matters worse, their best and most valuable offensive player after Prescott is banged up. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb has back and foot ailments, and as a result, in preparation for the Week 12 game against the Washington Commanders, he didn't take part in practice after being limited the day before. Lamb has caught 67 passes for 774 yards and 4 touchdowns through 10 games, but those numbers seem underwhelming compared to the 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns he posted last season. He agreed to a 4-year, $136 million contract extension late in the offseason that can keep him in Dallas through the 2028 season. With Prescott also getting a huge new deal, the Cowboys' core, or at least the nucleus of it, seems to be set for a while, but one of their problems is a lack of supporting talent around them. They lack a viable starting running back and number 2 wide receiver, and they have holes on defense, especially up front against opponents' running games. After visiting the Commanders, who are fighting to regain first place in the NFC East, they have a short week before a Thanksgiving Day home game against the New York Giants. Here's the latest Cowboys injury report ahead of their Week 12 matchup against the Commanders. Give your like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.